let's make it like a real normal situation. Drop your washboards in place. Close the hatch. And here we are. Okay, now I don't have a wide angle lens, so this is not going to be easy. So here's the galley. Here's a 3-burner propane stove, gimbaled, in with an oven. Of course, you can lock the gimbal if you want it to stand still. I got some space here that used to have a portable freezer, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that space yet. Here's your double bowl sink, pressurized water, hot and cold, and then a foot pump. As you can see, there's the foot pump down here, and your LP alarm and on and off switch. Lots of stuff stored up there, a little bit of everything. Raw cabin heater. I can burn anything I want in there. For emergencies. Right now there's some charcoal briquettes sitting there, and I have some lighter fluid for emergencies. And my gauges. Thermometer, hydrometer, and barometer. Lots of storage on these shelves. A little cubby back there that I'm in the middle of changing. And here's the nav station if I back up a little bit. With my chart plotter down below, my VHF radio, and actually there's 2 VHS radios. You always good to have a backup. And my AIS is mounted back there, and the cover's off, and all the wires are hanging out because I'm running and adding some new electronics, and you'll see that in a minute. This is actually the table that will fold down, and 2 settees here with storage underneath them. It will slide down so that you can make a big double bunk there, and when I'm out on the waters, that's where I sleep. I put the table down, and because you're always up and down. And then of course down below here's the bilge. You open up these hatches to get to the batteries, the engine compartment, bilge pumps, etc. And that's the companionway ladder. But underneath there, tucked away nice and neat, is a dual Raycor filter commander system. Makes it easy to change filters, bleed it, go ahead and polish fuel, etc. And of course, that's the companionway we came in. Then move over here. This is the aft cabin, certified for master. Whatever. But anyhow, my central heat and air controls are right there, and right beside it is the refrigerator control, which is right here beside the stove. Not very big, but big enough for me. So let's step back here to the cabin. Get an idea. Right now, it's a double bunk and a settee. All of it's packed full of supplies. Oh yeah, the microwave's back here. That's really handy when I'm tied to the dock. As you can see, I'm changing out one of the lights. I don't like those fluorescent ones. They use way too much power. Speakers, yeah, I took out the radio. I don't need those speakers. Bunch of storage here. Storage underneath each one of these bunks. And right now I have a bunch of containers here full of things, paint, rollers, etc. And of course you have to have a vacuum cleaner. No matter where you live, you need a vacuum cleaner, and there's a nice handy 12-volt one by Dyson. And a little vise, that comes in handy quite often. Back here is the utility room. I'm installing some electronics up here, Garmin network, and I'm installing some wind instruments and the Nexus system to tie it into the NEMA 2000 battery charger, solar controller charger, bilge pump, main bilge pump control, because I have two. Got the cover off on the AC control system right now because the AC heating coils have went out. So I'm in the middle of messing with that as well. And extra wood supplies here, kind of in the way of what we're doing. But central AC, I'm making a box to encapsulate that and reduce the noise and do better filtering. Right now it's all open and exposed. Came that way. And I don't know, about 250 foot of rope and about 300 foot of line on the other one. You always never know when you need extra line. Towing, or you break a sheet or something. Either way, those are pretty universal. I can use them for about anything. They're a little too large for a topping lift or something like that, but all your main sheets, that'll work. And of course, right here where I'm walking, you've got a little vanity or whatever. Right now I've just got my barbecue grill sitting underneath there. I don't want it out on the rail in the weather. Oh yeah, one very important thing on a boat. You must have an EPIRB if you're going to do blue water sailing. And that's up to date. I keep it up to date. They're well worth having. They can instantly activate, and I occasionally test them, and I just tested it yesterday, and this one's great. Okay, let's see, swing around, portholes, lots of portholes, which makes it really nice to look out and see what's going on. Especially if you're out in the ocean, you have to jump down here to grab something. Storage. Lots of storage. Oil for the engine and all that good stuff. More supplies. Plumbing, electrical, you name it. We got it. Let me latch this here. There we go, keeps that intact. Now you get another view from back here going through the galley towards the forward cabin. And that's where we'll head right now. Oh yeah, something I should show you. Oh, lots of food storage. That's what I use this for, and I put everything in plastic bags. Ziploc bags and everything. Keeps the moisture off, keeps the cans from rusting. Makes them last a long time. Now this is the Ford V-berth. Right now it's really packed. I've got storage on the side. I got drawers on two sides. Right here, all the way down. Storage underneath there. This has a custom mattress, spring-lat mattress, split in the middle so you can flip it up to get to the storage underneath, which actually there's not much storage. It's the water heater, my third water tank, because I carry about 100 gallons of fresh water, and then the sanitation system is over on this side underneath. But on both sides you have two shelves, sliding doors. I leave them open for airflow. And then up front there, a huge chain locker. So you can access the deck pump for washing down the deck. the breaker and stuff for the windlass up on deck, and of course 300 feet of chain, all chain, no road, and more storage, plenty of fans everywhere, and plenty of port lights so I can look out and see what my neighbors are doing. And what's on the dock. Yeah, can't focus on that right now. Okay. Oh yeah, one important thing, the head right here off the main cabin. There used to be two. That utility room back there with the central heat and air is used to be another head, but not really needed, especially for me. I'm only a single, but somebody already converted it. But here's the bathroom. Shower curtain stows out of the way. It has a nice circular track up top. I hope you can see it. I can't see the display on this camera. I'm using a gimbal, and it keeps auto sensing the gimbal, thinking I've got my eye to the eyepiece, so it shuts off the display. But anyhow, there's a nice circular track there, so when you're taking a shower, it stops the water from getting everywhere else. And we'll step inside. I just wish I had a different lens here that was wide angle, so I could see, you could see a lot more. But here's the sink, and it too has a hot and cold pressurized water. The faucet pulls out, it's got a button on it to make it a shower head, and then you also have a foot pump so you can manually control water, which I use that most of the time. I'm out at sea, I don't want the pressure on. If I'm up in the cockpit and you break a hose or a clamp or something, and you'll just sit there and pump you all your fresh water away down into your bilge. And up here's where you hang the shower head when you're going to take your shower. And of course, a mirror or two so I can shave. Okay. Let's see. Some storage underneath the sink. Everywhere there's a little bit of storage here, a little bit of storage there. And back here it's actually quite deep. You even have nice little drawers here. Toilet paper, yeah, other stuff. Yeah. I gotta fix that. Big wave hit me and I put my hand right into it. So, but like I said, always something to do on a boat. Oh yeah, right back here. That's the mast. Yeah. So when those halyards are slapping, that's what you hear. All right, well, that's pretty much the boat. Yep, I hope it's giving you a good enough view. There's skylights, 3 of them across the top here. If you want extra ventilation and you're not out at sea, I always keep those closed unless I'm sitting at the dock. Can't risk a rogue wave coming in and dumping tons of water. And oh yeah, up here up top, I forgot to show you, is an escape hatch. Same thing with it, keep it closed. There's also one in the back cabin, which is where you sit on top of in the cockpit. So there you go. That's Sunburst on the inside. Built 1971. Long keel. 54 horsepower, 4-cylinder Yanmar engine. 80 gallons of diesel, 100 gallons of water. And of course 4 main house batteries down in the engine compartment. Plenty of electronics, radar, AIS and all that. So there it is. That's Sunburst. Woo, it's getting bright. And here's my view when I'm sitting at Kima Marina. Well, have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. This is unedited and raw so far. I'll see what happens when I view it. All right, bye.